Good morning, everyone. It's Martia Ramsey. Happy Sunday. So I hope we all are feeling great, doing great, and just really staying true to ourselves. So today I want to speak about just having like indecision versus, like your intuition. So you want to make sure that you always listen to your intuition, your gut instinct, and you usually know within the first 5 seconds of thinking. So let's say you're taking a test and you're like, okay, oh, I know it's that. But then you like, oh, but this could be your answer too. No, go with the answer that first came to your mind within that first 5 seconds. That's what I tell my students at school. Like, it. The problem is when you second guess yourself because they erase it and choose something else when the whole time they had the right answer. Like, you see how that coincide? So it goes into when it's decision making too. So let's say you gave somebody a second chance. You've been like, oh no, I'm not gonna do it. And then you're like, okay, well, better a oops than a what if. But in your gut, you know that it's not right. You know that this person isn't right for you. But due to, let's say, you being vulnerable or lonely, you give them a second chance knowing that it's not right for you. In your gut, you feel like it's not right. But then you go against your intuition thinking that you're stuck in indecision when you're not. It's just you're vulnerable and you're not given that, let's say, chapter enough time to completely close out, because it's easy for us to go back to something that we're used to, propose to starting over with something new, because it's like, oh man, I gotta get to know somebody else all over again. Like, I don't know, I'd rather just make it work with this person and just see where it's gonna get me. But once you give them a chance and they mess up within that first week, that first 30 days, cut them off. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's based off their behaviors, not what they're saying. So if they like, oh nah, I was this, like I was this way, but you know how they really are, and you know what type of attention they normally give you, and it's like they're lacking that. Don't take offense at first. Just pay attention to the behavior. Express yourself. Once you express yourself and they don't care, then cut it off, because who likes to keep repeating themselves? Like, I know me. I don't even like to keep repeating myself. Not even to my children. Not even to my students when I'm at work. That's one thing I don't like. And me not repeating myself with my students and my kids, it's like after the fourth time. So with an adult, after about two times, I'm like, I'm just done, because we have to listen to our gut instinct. We have to really pay attention to our intuition and stop being so stuck in indecision when we already know what the decision is that we want to make. It does not mean that things are going to be easy. It does not mean that you're not going to think about the person. It does not mean that every time you are going to pass a test just because, okay, I'm going with my gut, or I think it's this. No, it does not mean that you're never going to be stuck at a crosswords roll. I'm sorry. It just means that you have to really pay attention and really go within to figure out what you want. And let's say you're taking the test again. Stop rushing. Take your time. Who is in a rush? If it's not a time test, take your time. Stop feeling the need to feel like you have to have someone else's approval. Stop feeling like you have to be in competition with the next person just because they're done with their test, so you don't want to feel stupid. Stop feeling like that. Stop feeling the need to rush your goals just because someone else has accomplished this and that. Stop feeling the need to accept somebody back just because your friend has been in her committed relationship for 5 years, or your homeboy, they've been with his girl for 3 years and they gave it a second chance. You are the only one that knows your situation. They only know what you tell them. So is it worth your time? Is it worth your feelings getting hurt? Is it worth, you going down that road again and opening up that wound? Because that's basically what it is. Once we let somebody else in again who's done hurt us, or we hurt them as well, once we done hurt each other, and we let each other back into our lives, it's like, it's okay if you feel like, okay, well, this ain't for me. It's okay because it happens. It happens. Yes, you may think that something is like the best thing for you. It's called like the honeymoon stage. It happens with friends. It happens with exes. It happens with jobs. It happens with everything. You go through a honeymoon stage. The honeymoon stage is that happy stage where there's no problems, where you don't even see the imperfections. That's the honeymoon stage where you're just like, just loving everything about it. However, you can have a honeymoon stage for the rest of your life if you accept people for who they are and who they show you instead of what you want them to be. So a honeymoon stage can be you just giving unconditional love and accepting people for who they are, accepting your job for what it is, but making sure it fulfills you within. Don't worry about what your coworkers think. Don't worry about what your friend think or your best friend think. It's your life to live. You have to be happy. You have to be happy with the decisions that you are making. You get what I'm saying? So it's not being stuck in indecision, because at the end of the day, you know in your gut what's right for you. You know in your gut if you're happy or not, if you're unhappy. Stop holding on to people. Stop holding on to jobs just because you want to give them chance after chance after chance. It doesn't take that many chances. After you mess up after a couple of times, it's no longer a mistake. It's a decision. So you're not stuck in indecision. You're stuck with letting go of your past. You're stuck in a trauma. Like basically it's a traumatizing event that you seem that you cannot let go of. You have found the addiction at this point. You are addicted to indecision at this point. If it's so hard for you to keep on making decisions and you keep running back when you know that it's not for you, it's time to move on, move forward, believe in behaviors. It's 2020, a whole new decade. We're not taking that along with us. Yes, it's okay for us to give people a chance. But once they show you during that trial period that you're giving them, no, it's okay for you to let go at any moment and say, this ain't for me. I thought it was. I'm not ready. I don't want it. I want to close this chapter. It's up to you. You don't have to feel obligated to anything. You don't have to feel tied down. You don't have to feel like you can't express yourself. Stop allowing people to think just because you express yourself that you're weak. Stop allowing people to think just because you express yourself that you're not positive, because that's what a lot of people confuse. You speaking your mind, they confuse you being positive with just shutting up, being a mute. No, you don't have to be a mute. I know I'm not going to be a mute. We're going to just agree to disagree. Because a lot of people make things problematic when it's not. It's just simple. Respect my feelings, respect my wishes, and I'm going to respect yours. We don't always have to agree. We can agree to disagree. So it's not about antagonizing someone else. It's about just being honest with yourself and being honest with that person. It's not what you say, but how you say it. So the moment that something is not for you and you feel you are stuck in indecision, remember what your gut is telling you, not what your history is telling you, not what the past is telling you, what your gut is telling you. Believe behaviors, okay? Stop believing words, believe in behaviors. Let their behaviors back it up. And remember to follow me on YouTube, Martia Ramsey, MartiaRamsey, for doses of positivity and motivation, because we all need somebody. We all need that dose of positivity to understand that we are not the only ones that's going through something, and I promise myself that I'm going to be an open book, because we all need somebody to uplift us. We all need that dose of positivity to where we know that we're not tripping, where we're not alone in this world, so y'all keep being great. Do your positive affirmations. Y'all see my shirt. You can always order. How someone treats you is an outward reflection of how they feel about themselves. This is my brand, Martia Ramsey. Always order your shirt. You can DM me. You can message me. They're $25. How someone treats you is an outward reflection of how they feel about themselves. So remember that when you're stuck in indecision, wondering if you're tripping just because of how someone else made you feel, know that you have the ability to walk away at any time, because it's your choice. And if they're not treating you the best way, let them go. I don't care the history. Let them go. I am patient. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am safe. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a best-selling, self-published author. I'm a great mother. I'm a great friend. I'm a great author. I am abundant. I am open and ready to receive all the blessings coming my way, speaking into existence every day. Y'all have a blessed one. Thank you. It's Martia Ramsey. Like, follow, and share. Thank you.